This is officially the start of my Ironman series. I actually am just like a little bit in shock that I'm actually recording this. I'm very excited. But so my name's Loz, for those of you that maybe are new here or have found me somehow, I have no idea. This is my YouTube channel, which will be dedicated to my journey to becoming an Ironman. So yeah, for those of you that don't know me, I'm a personal trainer, a sports nutritionist, and an online coach. And in the next 12 months, I'm going to become an Ironman, which is really cool. Today is Friday, the 6th of December, 2024. And on Sunday, the 7th of December, 2025, I will be doing a full Ironman in Busselton, WA. It's actually surreal to be saying this. Yeah, and today is officially day one of training for the Ironman, which is just wild. I literally, if you had told me like even 18 months ago that I would have been doing this, I would not have believed you ever. A bit of background about me, I guess. I have a background in strength training. I did dance, like ballet, for years and years growing up, was always reasonably active, and yeah, just decided that I wanted to challenge myself. So about 3 years ago now, I signed up for my first half marathon, did a half marathon, had a knee injury. It was a whole thing. Finished it in, I think it was like 2 hours and 48 minutes. Was unable to run after that for about 6 to 8 months. Gradually built myself back up. 2 weeks ago now, I have just completed my second half marathon race. It's the third time I've done that distance, but the second race that I've done. 2 hours and 12 minutes was my time, which was super, super unreal. I'm currently working towards another one. So I'll be doing another half marathon in March of next year, aiming to do sub 2 hours. I'll be doing my first ever full marathon in May next year as well, which will be on the Great Ocean Road, which is just going to be absolutely incredible. It will be one of the most challenging things I've ever done so far. But obviously, yeah, it's part of the Ironman training as well. So I guess for those of you that aren't familiar with what an Ironman is, it's a triathlon. It's essentially just a really, really fucking long triathlon. So a triathlon is made up of a swim, a bike, and a run. For a full distance Ironman, which is what I'll be completing in December next year, is a 3.8k swim, a 180 kilometer bike ride, and then you jump off the bike and you run a marathon. So a 42.2k run. Usually somewhere between like 10 to 16 hours for this event. Honestly, I don't even have a time in mind. I'm just really excited to be training for it and completing the event. But yeah, today essentially marks day one of training. So this morning I did a 5k time trial. I'm working with my friend and coach, my running coach, Crystal. She's amazing. So I'm going to pop all the info down below here as well. I'm working with her for my half and my full marathon. And then I will be transitioning to getting a triathlon and Ironman coach at some point early mid next year as well. But yeah, my training program officially starts on Monday, but I did a 5k time trial this morning. So I'm going to pop in a little clip of that now. It was rough, let me tell you. I just got a new Garmin as well. So thank you to my sister for that. That was my Christmas present, which is so, so generous and just insane. I've had an Apple Watch for the last 7 years. So this is my first ever run with my Garmin this morning. Really happy with it. But one mistake that I did make was I forgot to change. Well, I didn't realize that the distance was in miles, not kilometers. So the app that my coach uses syncs directly to my watch, which was great. So I had all of my info in there. I just pressed start on the workout and I was running along and I was like looking at my pace and I'm like, it's a 9-minute pace. I'm thinking, okay, maybe the GPS is like lagging a little bit. So tried to pick up the pace and I'm like running like a 7:40. I'm going, why am I dying at a 7.5-minute pace? Like, this is not making sense. And then in my headphones, like my watch buzzed and in my headphones, it was like 1 mile split. And I was like, oh my God, it's in miles, not kilometers. So I'm out here wrecking myself, like absolutely killing myself to try and hold this pace. And it was in miles. So then I had to slow right down. Anyway, it was a whole thing. I'm going to pop a clip in here, a couple of my Instagram stories that I posted this morning, but I think it was 28 minutes and 9 seconds, which is a 50-second PB for me, which was kind of cool. But yeah, really excited to see how that can come down over time as well. I'm about to do a 5k time trial, which I'm kind of nervous about because I've never actually done a time trial for anything before. The only sort of like timed events I've done are races and they've both been half marathons. So it's kind of nerve wracking, but today, even though it's a testing day, it's Friday, the 6th of December, 2024. And today is officially day one of Ironman training. I'm doing an Ironman. What the heck? Hey, 5K time trial done. I did set a new PB, except my watch was in miles, so I had no idea what my pace was. I went out way too fast because I was looking at it and I was like, why is this like a 9-minute pace? I couldn't make it make sense. But yeah, so it was in miles, so I need to change that. But anyway, 5K time trial done. I am so sweaty, like dripping in sweat. It is currently 27 degrees. We did it. Well, honestly, I'm just super excited for this whole training block. Like, as much as, yes, the event is what I'm working towards, I'm really excited to just push my body, push my mind. Like, I know that so much of this is mental. So much of it is about building that mental resilience, pushing through when you're uncomfortable, getting up early and training when you don't feel like it. And that's something I'm really, really big on, and something that I sort of drill into all of my clients as well, is like discipline is what carries you through in the long run. So I'm really, really excited to just push my limits and test my body, test my mind, and honestly just like prove to myself what I'm actually capable of, and hopefully inspire and share that with other people as well. It doesn't have to be a full Ironman. It can be whatever you want, but doing something that's outside of your comfort zone and doing something that is a challenge for you and is something you've never really considered might be possible for you before. Yeah, I'm really, really excited to be sharing this whole journey. My goal is to document as much of my training as possible. Obviously, like, full disclaimer here is that like this program is fully personalized for me. It might work for you, but it might not. So please always like seek out professional advice and professional specific help if you're looking to train for anything in particular, because yeah, training and nutrition is highly, highly individualized. But yeah, my goal is just to share as much of this journey as possible. Again, to inspire people, but also to, you know, for me to look back on and to be like, wow, that was 12 months of my life that I just trained for this crazy event. I have a sneaking suspicion I'm going to get a little bit addicted and going to want to keep doing this, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, my goodness, I look disheveled. Disheveled. I'm not going to lie to you. It's officially day 1 of Ironman training, like actual training. My program started today. It is Monday. It's currently about 2 p.m. and I've done half my session. I'll put a little clip here. I did my pull-ups, my hip thrusts, RDLs, and like a side plank. They were both like 2 supersets. That was this morning. And then honestly, I was just so hungry and I had a very, very busy weekend. I was extremely disorganized. So I've come home for lunch. I've had my lunch. I've chilled out a little bit. I'm about to head back to work for the afternoon, back to the gym. And so I'm going to finish the rest of my session. I've got a tri-set of some overhead lunges, calf raises, and there's something else in there. I can't remember what it is. Oh, renegade rows, like a plank with a row. So I'll try and record some of that and pop some videos in. But yeah, I did half my session this morning and then just went, you know what, I need to cut my losses and come back fresh this afternoon. Yeah, so we're going to head back to the gym. I've got a few clients this afternoon and a class, but we're just going to get the rest of the session done. I'm going to do some foam rolling, some stretching. Then tomorrow I have my first double session, which will be I think it's an aerobic run in the morning and then a swim in the afternoon, just an easy swim, 30 minutes. So very keen for that. I need to buy some new goggles and a new swimming cap because my goggles have gone missing and I actually don't own a swimming cap. And as you can tell, I need to get this out of my face. Don't know why I washed my hair last night, given that I'm swimming tomorrow, but that's okay. I'm also seeing my chiropractor tomorrow and I'm so excited. It'll be the first time that I've seen her since my half marathon race, which was just over 2 weeks ago now. She's been on leave. So when I got back from the race, she was on leave, but I'm very excited to see her. So I'll bring you along for that appointment as well and just sort of fill you in with like what's going on, what she's saying that I need to work on and all of that sort of stuff as well. Like every time I jump on here, I'm in my car, but I'm about to do my first session of the day. So today is Tuesday. It's my first double training day. So I have a run this morning, 55 minutes, like mostly aerobic, but I've got like a couple of different zones to go through. So I have changed my watch to kilometers now, hopefully. So I won't have the same like miles mishap that I had last week. And then I have a swim this afternoon. So I'll take you along for some of my run. I'm just going to film little bits and pieces, but I'm running a lot later than I'd hoped. It's 9:20 and it's like 28 degrees, so it's going to be very, very warm. But again, we're training for an Ironman that's going to be in summer, so it's going to be hot anyway. Yeah, I'll see you soon. Okay, so I'm just at the end of my warm-up, 10-minute warm-up, and about to start. Got 20 minutes in zone 2, 15-minute aerobic, and then 10-minute cool down. So nice easy run today. It's very hot, but we're getting it done. So 10-minute warm-up, 20-minute zone 2, 15-minute aerobic, a little bit faster, and now we're just cooling down. It was actually really good. Like, it was a very cruisy run, but yeah, feels pretty good. I've got 7 minutes left. We're just cruising, and then I need some water. It's very hot, but that's good. Okay, I'm in my car again. I have just rocked up at the pool. I'm about to do my second session of the day. It is a like 30-minute swim, super easy, cruisy, like no pace goals, no nothing. This will be the first like time I've actually come to swim laps in probably like 18 months, maybe longer, maybe 2 years. I don't know, it's been a while. I am a little bit concerned because I've just driven past and there's a bunch of school kids outside. I don't think it's a carnival, but there's like a bunch of buses, although it is 1:20, so like surely they're leaving soon. I'm gonna go inside and see if I'm able to use the outside pool. I really hate swimming indoors, so I'm hoping I don't have to use the inside pool because I just get really like overheated, but we'll see how we go. 30 minutes, surely, but I do have a physio appointment soon, so I can't swim any later today unless I come back after, but then squads is on, so it's just a whole thing I'm trying to fit in. But anyway, we'll see how we go. I'll keep you posted. Hopefully I can swim, fingers crossed. Okay, I did my swim. I did, it was that 30-minute easy swim. So I did 1,400 meters, mostly freestyle, a couple of breaststroke laps just to try and keep my heart rate down. That's the one thing that like humbling, trying to keep your heart rate down while you're swimming. I think it's just because of like the breathing, and it's something I haven't done in a long time, so very keen for that. But yeah, it was a really good swim. I enjoyed it. Got new goggles and a new swimming cap. So that was very helpful because I was like, if these are like dangling around, just not a vibe. I've already got tan lines on my back, so that's fantastic from a 30-minute swim, but that's what I get for swimming in the middle of the day when the UV is like 11. So anyway, very happy with that. I'm about to head to my chiro appointment, so I'll try and bring you along if there's anything interesting. There may not be. I might just give you a little debrief afterwards, but double training day done. I'm very happy. We're going for an interval run. I have waited all day for it to cool down and it hasn't cooled down yet, so what are you gonna do? So it's currently 5 p.m. almost, and it's still 32 degrees outside. It's very humid and it says it feels like 34, but I've waited all day for it to cool down. It has not cooled down yet, so I'm going for an interval run. I'm about to drive somewhere that I'm hoping is in the shade, so at least I'm not in the sun, but it's very hot. There is a bit of a breeze. Just watching the trees moving, so hopefully that'll be a little bit nicer, but it's gonna be warm. That was pretty good, to be honest. I just did 8 rounds, 400 meters on at like a 5:40 pace, I think, and then like a 1.5 minute recovery in between, which I jogged the first few and then I just started walking because it was just very hot. Wanted to bring my heart rate down so I could like work properly during the intervals. I felt pretty good, like obviously warm, very sweaty. I took this water bottle with me. It was full when I started, and I had just like little sips of water throughout, but mostly was like tipping it over my head just to cool down a little bit. You can see I'm like very red, but yeah, it actually felt really good. My top heart rate I think was like 199, which is standard for me. I have a really high heart rate when I run, but yeah, seemed really good. I will put in like a little summary here or here of my splits for my 400 meter working intervals. I did have like a 5-minute rest in between, which I literally just like stood still in the shade just to cool down. But yeah, that run felt easier than I anticipated. Obviously my heart rate was quite high, but it was designed to be a threshold run, so it was meant to be quite tough, but it felt good. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. About to go home and eat a lot of food. I'm gonna make dumplings for dinner. I'm so excited. Tomorrow I am meant to have a 1-hour stationary bike ride, like just at the gym, but it is the last run club for the year, so I'm gonna go to run club first. It's just a 5k and it's usually like a 7-minute pace, so it's super cruisy. I'll do that and then I'll just do 30 minutes on the bike. Yeah, super keen for that, but mostly right now I'm gonna go home and go for a relaxing dip in the pool and make some dumplings. Okay, good morning. It is 10 to 6. I've had a little bit of a sleep in this morning. It's been delightful. I'm about to head to Run Club. It's about a 30-minute drive from where I live, so about to head there. It starts at 6:30. It's the last one for the year. I'm a little bit sad, but yeah, I feel pretty good after my run yesterday. My legs are a little bit sore, but like not too bad. So yeah, 5K is the Run Club today, and then I'm going to jump on the bike for 30 minutes, come home, get changed, then I have my work Christmas party today, which is super fun. So yeah, jam-packed, action-packed today, but it's going to be really cool. It is 5:20. I've just gotten up, made some toast, a bit of coffee as well. I have a 10K time trial today and it's going to be like 38 degrees, so I wanted to be up early so I could eat, so I could run. Oh my god, I've had a really big weekend, a very busy weekend, so very tired. I do not want to do this run today, but we're going to get it done. Finally gotten myself in the car. I've driven to where I'm going to do my run. It's now 5 to 8. It's taken a little while to get going this morning, but it's still overcast, so I'm hoping it's not going to be too hot. It says 24, that's okay. But yeah, 10K is coming right up. I always get nervous before like a longer run, and especially when it's like a time trial. I'm like, I don't know how long it's going to take. I think my fastest 10K was like 58 minutes or something, and that was during a half marathon race. Honestly, today I'll be happy if it's under an hour. I don't want to put this out there, but I have a feeling it's not going to be. I am feeling quite tired today. It's been a big week of training. This is like technically my 9th session of the week because I snuck in an extra little Run Club session. So yeah, we'll see how we go, but 10K is about to happen. I just stopped my run. I just threw up on the side of the road. I do not know what is going on today. I do feel tired, but fuck me. This is rough. Like, I just cried before. I'm trying to hold like under a 6-minute pace. It's just not happening. Oh, anyway, we're just going to continue this run. It's just going to be slow. It's a time trial, but that's fine. Oh my god, I'm like, it's so hot. Anyway, that's where I'm at. That was bloody awful. Awful. I threw up after 3Ks. Don't know what that was about. I like felt good for the first 2Ks. I was holding like a 5:35 pace and I felt really good. And I got to like 3Ks and I was like, oh, I feel a bit sick, so I slowed down a bit and then had to fully stop because I was going to vomit. As you can see, very sweaty. But anyway, 10K is done. I think it was like an hour flat. It's not great, but it's not awful. Yeah, anyway, that was like mentally very tough. Oh my god, I'm literally dripping sweat. Anyway, I'm gonna go home and go for a swim and rest because yeah, I feel a bit defeated after that, I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, we got it done. It is what it is. It's a Sunday. I haven't had very much sleep this weekend, so I'm putting it down to that. I also don't think I've been eating enough, so I need to make sure I'm doing that next week. But yeah, anyway, a little bit negative, but whatever. Okay, hi. So I think the last time I spoke to you was on Sunday after my run, which if I'm being honest, did not go well. I had a 10K time trial and I think I spoke to you in the car after I finished. I'm just making zucchini fritters. And it was not great. Like it felt really hard. Woke up Monday morning, did my strength training on Monday. I'll put some clips in here as usual. That felt really good, was all fine, just like a full body strength session. The same session as last week. Used the same weights and everything and like felt totally fine. Tuesday came around and Tuesday's my double session day. So I had a run in the morning, like a mostly aerobic one with a couple of different intervals, and then an easy swim in the afternoon. Tuesday did not go to plan, is what I'm going to say. So Tuesday morning, I went for a run. I'm going to put in a little clip here because I did start my run. I was running with one of my mates and we got about halfway through the run. I think it was like a 1K warm up and then 500 on, 500 rest for 6 rounds, 1K cool down. And I got to about 4.5 Ks and I had to stop. Like I felt like I was going to pass out. My heart rate was so high. It was very hot on Tuesday, but we did try and run reasonably early. Like it was around 9 o'clock, so it wasn't too hot yet. I just could not get my heart rate down. And I was struggling and I was like overheating, felt like I was going to pass out. So we stopped, walked back, whatever. Then went to the beach for the afternoon, which was really nice. Did my swim at the beach at Freshwater, so the same place I swam, I believe it was last Saturday, did like in the ocean pool. That felt really good. Like I think it was 1,500 meters in half an hour. Same sort of pace as last week. My heart rate was a little bit higher. So yeah, then Wednesday came around and I pretty much spent all day in bed yesterday. I have some sort of sinus something happening. My breathing is horrendous. Barely slept on Tuesday night. Like my watch said I had like 2 hours sleep. So yeah, spent all day in bed yesterday. Not ideal, which meant I skipped my session. Was meant to have an interval run today. So today is Thursday. Decided not to do my interval run because my breathing is just not it right now. So I did my strength session that I missed yesterday. I feel fine. It's just my breathing. Like I'm just really like sinusy. So yeah, did my strength session this morning and then I did my easy bike session. So it was just an hour on the bike. I think I worked up to like an RPE of 6, so nothing too crazy. Did both of those this morning. I'm then going to do my swim tomorrow, my interval run on Saturday, and then my long run on Sunday. It's not ideal, but it means that I'm ticking off all my sessions for this week. So I'm happy. So yeah, definitely not the ideal week, especially given that it's literally week 2 of training, but I always get sick at this time of year. Like it's the 19th of December, like Christmas is in 6 days. I always get sick at Christmas time. I always have since I was a kid. I don't know if I just like get to the end of the year and my body is just burnt out. Like I said on Sunday, and I feel like this may have been what was coming on, which is partly the reason why my run on Sunday felt so hard, but I don't think I ate enough food last week. Like I had such a disorganized weekend. I didn't meal prep. So I just was sort of like eating whatever I could make on the go. So I definitely wasn't eating enough food. I know that's a really, really big part of it. But yeah, lots has happened. It's just been a really busy couple of weeks as well. So not at all surprised that I'm feeling a bit under the weather, but we're going to make it happen. We just adapted a little bit, adapted the intensity of some of my sessions. And we just keep moving and it'll all be fine. I'm literally on holidays from tomorrow. Long time no speak. It's now Sunday. I have not trained for the last 2 days. I did my strength session and my bike session on Thursday. Was meant to swim on Friday, still couldn't breathe. Was meant to run yesterday, like interval run, still couldn't breathe. I've got a long run today, like an easy aerobic kind of run. So we're going to give that a go. I think it's going to be like 11-ish Ks. So we shall see what happens, but I'm not feeling 100%, but we'll just see how we go. I feel better, so I feel like I'm ready to run, but I feel like my heart rate will be a little bit higher than planned, but we'll just do what we can. So not sure if you can tell, I've just finished a run. How sweaty I am. This is insane. Anyway, that's the first session I've done in 3 days because if you can hear, my sinuses are cooked. It actually felt pretty good when I was running. Like it didn't feel like I couldn't breathe, which is good. So it was a nice cruisy run today. I had a 15-minute warm up, 45 minutes at like zone 2/3 or 3/4 maybe, aerobic 3/4, and then a 15-minute cool down. So nice and cruisy. I did accidentally stop my watch after like 4.5 K, so I had to quickly like restart and reset my run. But yeah, felt really good. That is a wrap on week 2 of training. Yeah, I feel really, really good, honestly. I was a bit disappointed that I had to skip a couple of sessions this week, but obviously I know that being unwell, if you push yourself, it's just going to get worse. So I needed to rest. I'm literally on holidays now, which is really nice. I've got a couple of days at home, Christmas Day, and then I go camping for 2 weeks. And I'm right on the beach. So I'll be doing lots of swimming, lots of like coastal runs, which is really good. Still got a couple of bike sessions, which I'll just do at the gym up there, up the coast. But yeah, really, really looking forward to it. I also know that I can make up a couple of swim sessions if I want to or need to, because my recovery when I'm on holidays is so good. Like all I literally do is train, eat, and just like relax on the beach all day. So I don't have to worry about like work demands. I can sleep heaps. So yeah, I might fit in a couple of extra just like chill swim sessions just to really get myself back into it. It's been a few years since I've consistently done like swimming. So it'll be nice to be able to do some open water stuff, some ocean swims, and all of that sort of thing while I'm up there as well, which is really cool. But yeah, I'm super, super, super happy with how week 2 has gone. And yeah, stay tuned for a lot more action to come.